In the heart of Los Angeles, where the sun always seems to shine a little brighter, lived a rather unusual lion named Mike. Now, Mike wasn't your typical king of the jungle. He lived in a cozy house, wore reading glasses when checking his mail, and had a particular fondness for breakfast foods. One particularly sunny morning, Mike's stomach was growling something fierce. He had forgotten to go grocery shopping the day before, and his pantry was as empty as a movie theater on Oscar night. As he stepped out onto his front porch, hoping to figure out his breakfast situation, he heard another rumbling sound, but this time it wasn't coming from his stomach. There, sitting on the sidewalk, looking equally hungry and somewhat lost, was a small pug with wrinkles as deep as the Grand Canyon. His name tag read Puggy, and he was holding his little tummy with both paws. "Hey there, little friend," Mike said in his gentlest voice, trying not to startle the pug. "You look about as hungry as I feel." Puggy looked up at the lion, and instead of running away in fear, his squished face broke into what could only be described as a smile. "Oh boy, am I ever. I've been walking around all morning trying to find somewhere to eat." Now, you might think a lion and a pug making friends would be strange, but in Los Angeles, stranger things have happened. Mike and Puggy got to talking, and before they knew it, they were swapping stories about their favorite breakfast foods. "You know what?" Mike said, his eyes lighting up. "There's this great little grocery store just around the corner. What do you say we go grab some breakfast supplies together?" Puggy's curly tail wagged with excitement. The unlikely pair strolled down the palm tree-lined streets of LA, turning quite a few heads along the way. After all, it's not every day you see a lion and a pug walking together like old friends. At the grocery store, they grabbed a cart. Mike pushed while Puggy rode in the child seat naturally and headed straight for the breakfast aisle. They picked out the perfectly crispy bacon and the freshest eggs they could find. The cashier barely batted an eye. This was LA after all. Back at Mike's house, they worked together like a well-oiled machine. Puggy was surprisingly good at cracking eggs despite his small paws, and Mike had a special talent for getting the bacon just right, not too crispy, not too soft. As they sat at Mike's kitchen table, enjoying their perfectly cooked breakfast, both realized they had found something more valuable than just a meal. They'd found friendship. From that day forward, breakfast at Mike's became a daily tradition, and the unlikely duo became the talk of the neighborhood. And that's how a hungry lion and a hungry pug turned a chance meeting into the beginning of a beautiful friendship, all thanks to the universal language of breakfast food. In Los Angeles, where dreams come true, sometimes the best relationships start with nothing more than an empty stomach and a willingness to share.